Okay, so we are dividing 72,000 into 6 equal parts because there are 6 equal parts that we have labeled. So we have 72,000. We're dividing it by 6, and that gives us 1,200. So each of these parts is 1,200. So, in order to figure out how many Adam has, we know he has 5 of those parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to take 1,200 and we're going to multiply it by 5. So 1,200 times 5 is going to give me 6,000. So Adam has 6,000 points. Do you have any other thoughts of how else you could have figured out how many points that Adam had? So we could have taken 7,200 and subtracted the 1,200 because that was all we had extra. So we could have taken this away, the 1,200 from the 7,200, and we would have gotten the 6,000 as well. Number 3, Kurt has driven 276 miles on his road trip, but he has 70% of the trip left to go. How many more miles does Kurt have to drive to get to his destination? So here's his road. Here's his trip. 100% means he's done. He's made it to his destination. 0% he hasn't started. And we are at 30%, which is about right here. Okay, less than 50, not halfway there. So if I look at 30s, that's broken up into 10s. So I can break this line into 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 should be actually about right here. So I'm just going to erase. Ow. So this is where 100 would be. Okay, so then we're going to model his actual trip. So this is Kurt's actual drive. What has he done? We said he's gone 30%, which was 276 miles. So first we need to see what is each of these little pieces going to be, equal parts, if we make this into equal parts. So we need to divide, there are 3 equal parts here, so we're going to divide 276 divided by 3, and that gives us 92 miles. Okay, so here he went 92, here he went 92, and here he went 92. Okay, we want to know not how many total that he's going, it says how many more. So the only thing that we are counting here is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces that each are 92 because they are all equal. They are all 10% of the trip. So 92 times 7, unless you want to sit there and add it all, is equal to 644. So 644 miles left to go, not the entire thing. Pause the video, try exercise 4 on your own. Play the video in order to check your answer. Number 4, Derek had a 250 thousandths batting average at the end of his last baseball season, which means that he got a 25%. That's what that's going to make. So they're just moving that decimal 2 places to the right to say it's a percentage. 25% of the time he was up to bat. If Derek had 47 hits last season, how many times did he bat? Okay, so 100%, 0%, and we see it's in 25. So that is one of our easiest ones. There's 50 in the center, so try and make them even. So this is going to be 25%. And this is what he batted. So for 100% of the time of his bats, he only hit 25%. So this is the only time he hit the ball. And we said that that was 47 hits last season. So they're already telling us what this part is, 47. So that means that each section here is 47. Equal. 25% was 47, so another 25, another 25, another 25. And we wanted to know how many times did he bat. So all together, so 47 times, there are 4 sections. So 47 times 4 gives me 188. That's how many times he bat. So Derek was, as they say, at bat 188 times. And those 188 times he hit the ball, 47. Number 5, Nelson used 35% of his savings account for his class trip in May. If he used $140 from his savings account while on his class trip, how much money was in his savings account before the trip? Okay, so 35%, $140. We know we need the percent. This is going to be 100. Here's 0. And 35%, I can see that 35% is only happening in my 5. So I know I'm going to have to count by 5s here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay? His whole entire thing. 35% of his savings account for his class trip. 35% of his savings account for his class trip in May. If he used $140 from his savings account when he was on the trip. So this is going to be $140. How much was in his whole entire account before? And so we need to see, what are we breaking this up into? How many pieces are going to be into this 40? How many equal parts do we have? And so we have 7 there. 140 divided by 7, which gives me 20. And so each one is going to be 20. And so we have how many here? I'm just going to flip back and look. I have 20 multiples. So there's going to be 20 boxes if I counted them all. So 20 times 20 gives me 400. So he had $400 in his savings account before the trip. Okay. You could write it in there if you wanted to. Just a lot of boxes. Each one of them is worth 20.